Oh my god, Lauren.
Let's just forget the intro right now. I really just want to um I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't really know what to say to this. I mean, this is like my raw reaction to this. I literally just saw this. So apparently the Baltimore Ravens have backed out of the Max Crosby trade agreement, and there's no more comment at this time. And from everything I'm hearing, it's my guess is that he had to fail the physical. Now we have seen this, but I don't think as a football fan, I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. This is insane, man. I've never seen. Trying to look at here on Twitter as we speak. So as you guys don't know, I don't think I broke it down. The Raiders traded Max Crosby to the Ravens for 2 first-round picks, which I didn't want to get to the Bears standpoint as well. And I'm happy the Bears did not trade for him because giving 2 first-round picks is a lot. As I'm trying to get over information on my phone, but trading 2 first-round picks is a lot, and a lot of Bear fans did want Max Crosby. Even the Cowboys wanted Max Crosby. But trading 2 first-round picks, it is a lot to trade for Max Crosby. Giving him 2 first-round picks, that's a lot. That is extremely a lot. Listen, and I would love to trade for Max Crosby, but like I said, that's a lot to give up. I think for the Bears, we have other needs now. Obviously, of course, if the Bears would have traded for Max Crosby, I'll be doing backflips. But I think it really makes sense, especially after hearing this news, which apparently he failed his physical, which we're gonna get more information on this really quick in a minute. But like I said, personally, I would have loved him to have him in Chicago, but 2 first-round picks, and look, I think Ryan Poles, and especially for what I'm seeing in this free agency, I think the Bears are really trying to go more into the draft and really pick up good players, like Caden McDonald, T.J. Parker, maybe Zion Young, Peter Woods if he fell. Who knows? Maybe even a Keldrick Falk. I doubt he'll be there, but you never know. Because you really see, for the Bears, they really did good offensively last year in the draft. You got Caleb Williams, obviously. Now, and by the way, we have hit a lot of these first round, second round picks. Talking about Roman Dunze. Well, we see hopefully this year. But Caleb Williams has worked out well. Cost Loveland has so far worked out well. Luther Burden, Darnell Wright. Ozzy Trapelo, now apparently, unfortunately, he got hurt, but hopefully I think Rome is still decent. Like I said, hopefully this year he can step up with DJ Moore being gone. But going back to this, wow. I'm literally trying to see on my phone, man, if anything else popped up. All I'm hearing is that the Ravens have backed out trade due to medical concerns. Okay, here we go. That has happened, I guess. I'm really trying to read this. I'm actually going to go to InRap Report. I think they should have it. Let's see. Yeah. Here we go. So here's the actual article of it. And so Max Crosby with the Raiders is still unclear, leading to the Super Bowl being a topic. And then, we have this. Okay, so I'm going to read it to you guys. The future Max Crosby with the Raiders is still unclear, leading to the topic being one of the most discussed on the radio row this week ahead of Super Bowl. And Las Vegas will trade for Crosby, who has spent his entire 7-year career with the franchise and kicking together proud for the rebuild will be one of the biggest questions offseason. That question, however, might not be answered for some time. Sources clarify that Crosby actually underwent a minor meniscus repair and not a trim, which is actually very concerning, honestly. Jan 7 meaning his recovery will be measured in months, not weeks. A meniscus trim is often 4 to 6 weeks to recovery, while a repair can be 3 to 4 months. Crosby should be shorter. While Crosby is ahead of schedule, repair was considered to be best case scenario situation. It likely means he won't be medical cleared before free agency officially begins on March 11 at the start of the new league year. Teams can't trust their medical experts and project a player health, so a trade is at least possible, but rarely are players not finished yet with rehab, including blockbusters trades. That likely means if Crosby is traded, it may be much later, perhaps in the 2026 at the 2026 NFL draft or prior to the season. The Cowboys traded for Michael Parsons to the Packers late August last year. So in the deal, time period has presented, but Crosby rehab appears to create elongated process. On his podcast, The Rush with MAXX Crosby, the star pass rusher said last month that I will know I'll be back in June, and described as a long road ahead. The meniscus period does not take longer, but it always considered to the best option to prolong a player's career and help to get back to 100%. I'm not gonna read all this, but so getting to my standpoint of this, I think this is actually insane. And look, so what I'm gathering is he had a medical that he failed, right? And it seems like to me, it seems like he failed his physical. And I think if you're other team GM, to me that is a huge red flag. And no, the Bears should not trade for Max, or no, honestly, I don't even know if the Cowboys are even interested. Because I do know that he was injured this past season. He did have an injury this past season. I really don't know a lot about this. Like I said, I'm just finding out, just like everybody else is. But so for what I'm hearing is that he had a tear that he had to give, that he was dealing with, and that he's been dealing with it for some time, and teams were kind of concerned about it. And he's under, like I said, meniscus repair, and I guess it took longer. So my guess is that the Ravens, they found that out today, and they were like, nope. Hey, listen. They found out somehow, and the Ravens were like, no. The Ravens were like, no, we're good. So going back to this, what did this mean for Max Crosby? I mean, I don't know if any team picks him up at this point. I don't know what team picks him up at this point. I don't know if he was linked to teams like, the Cowboys, the Bears, obviously. The Ravens was. The Bills, the Rams, the Patriots. I think even the Chiefs were even linked to him. So he had a lot of these NFL teams linked to him. And if you're a GM if you're Ryan Poles, if you're Jerry Jones, I think you're absolutely probably passing on this guy, especially with this physical being, obviously it was enough where he's asking for 2 first round picks. And no disrespect, I don't think I mentioned this as well. He wanted to deal that Michael Parsons. By the way, him and Michael Parsons are years different. Michael Parsons is 26. Maxx Crosby is 28. So, I just wonder, what happens to Maxx Crosby now? I'm curious to see if a team is going to try to trade it for him. Now, I do know his value is probably down. So, I mean, if you really do want to trade for him, you probably can. Because, I mean, I don't know if he's probably going to even give him 2 first round picks, especially for the Raiders side. Wow. This is crazy. I haven't seen this ever probably, or in a very long time. Wow, crazy. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below, man. I will have more information when this comes out. But he failed a physical, and yeah, the Ravens are like they're good. Wow. Love you guys, man. Press the bell notification every time I drop a video. More videos will be soon. And yeah, I'm out, man. Catch you guys later. Peace.